Hey, welcome to Outsmart Your Guitar. Glad you could join us. Today is the fifth lesson in the Aeolian mode, the Mixolydian position or form. This is the fifth and final position of the scale before you go back to the octave of the first position and then proceed from there. Okay, so let's just get right to it. And be sure to like and subscribe to Outsmart Your Guitar along the way. And remember, down in the description, you'll see a link to patreon.com, Outsmart Your Guitar. Click on the link, go on over, join for free, and have access to a number of lessons, including the written material for you to go through before coming on board and subscribing at one of three levels and becoming a full-on patron to support my efforts to provide you with high-quality lessons to help you learn, play, and grow to be the guitar player you desire to be. And you'll see that many of the lessons are expanded versions of lessons featured here. All right, so let's get to the lesson. All right, you see the diagram there in the lower left-hand corner. You'll notice we're up at the 13th fret, and you'll also notice that it says 13 over 1. Well, the 1 is the first fret. So you can play an octave lower at the first fret and play some of the notes with open strings. There's also another way to play it without open strings, but we're not going to get into that today. We're just going to be up here at 13, and you'll notice with the far left, you see finger and then the vertical 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll notice 2 is at the 13th fret, so our second finger is at the 13th fret on the 6th string, and that's our starting point. Remember too, from previously, you can open your thumb up so that you have the ability to swing your little finger up to hit the 15th fret on the 6th and 5th strings in particular, so that it won't be really hard to do that. Okay, so let's start at 13 with your second finger on the 6th string, and then your fourth finger at 15. We go to the 5th string, your first finger at 12, your second finger at 13, your fourth finger at 15. On the 4th string, you do the exact same thing. First finger at 12, second finger at 13, fourth finger at 15. Go to the 3rd string, first finger at 12, third finger at 14, fourth finger at 15, and you'll see here's where we have a slight shift. First finger on the 2nd string at 13, third finger at 15, fourth finger at 16, and then the first finger on the 1st string at 13. Now, because you have the G here at 15 on the 6th string, you have a G here at 15 on the 1st string. So you'll notice we have 3 roots, 15 on 6, 12 on 3, 15 on 1. So take note of that, right? Let's play it ascending. Remember to tap your roots 3 times. This keeps you grounded in the Aeolian mode, even though you're playing a pattern that in itself sounds completely different. Tapping the roots recenters you in G and in the Aeolian mode. All right, practice that for a couple of minutes. Descending is exactly the same fingering, just in reverse. You can start here or at the octave of the G here at 15 on the 1st string. Just go in reverse. Now, when you reach the 3rd string, you'll notice on the diagram you have a 4 in the dot because that's your shift point, so that you can come back to 12 with no struggle, and then that gets you set in proper position to continue playing back down for the rest of it until you come back to your root. Now, I only played that root once, but do play it 3 times, right? This further reinforces keeping you centered in the right scale and in the right key. All right, so play that for a minute or two, getting your fingers comfortable with this pattern. Now, play it ascending and descending so that you get really more comfortable, start the memorization process, and get your muscle memory started as well. Whoops. Play it up and back for a couple of minutes. Again, getting more comfortable playing this pattern. Here's the tablature. Again, I don't show the tapping of the roots multiple times, but do that as you play this, ascending and descending. This will also help you understand a little better what it looks like in tablature. Plus, I don't show the octave of the root here. I just bring it up to here, but you are certainly welcome to play that note. So you play through it, tapping the roots. Pay attention. Some people just prefer tab over patterns with lots of dots. It also helps to clarify exactly what you're supposed to do. The fingering is there for you as well. Take your time, learn this, further your memorization and your muscle memory along the way. Okay, get your looper out. Recall the progression if you have a memory slot. If not, re-record the G minor, C minor, G minor, D minor progression at a nice easy tempo and play up and back over the top of the progression. Again, you don't have to tap the roots because the progression is in G, so it'll help you stay grounded in the Aeolian mode. Here's what you're doing. Just like that. It further helps you get your fingers more comfortable playing the pattern. It helps you hear a little bit of the melodic potential as you play through it. And that's the idea, right? So just a couple of minutes, get yourself comfortable hearing this played over the progression. Okay, it's time to start looking at the melodic potential of the Mixolydian form or pattern, the 5th position of the scale. So stay focused, stay strictly in the 5th position. Don't go down below, don't go above. Stay put, discover, and explore what this has to offer. All right, so here's what you're going for. And you can start anywhere you want. And bending strings, well, you know, just kind of experiment with that. You'll find some cool stuff. Here we go. And you just keep going and going, 10, 15 minutes, really have some fun figuring out what this position really has to offer. All right. As before, you remember we've been using the pentatonic minor as well. So the fifth position of the pentatonic minor can be played, and then you can add the color tones of the Aeolian mode to the mix and move between them. So you have the option of playing Aeolian mode, reverting to the more simple pentatonic minor for some stuff, or playing the pentatonic minor and then adding a little bit of the Aeolian color in those extra notes. So we're going to do the pentatonic minor, adding some Aeolian licks. All right, here we go. And you just keep going. So playing predominantly pentatonic minor, throwing in the color tones of the Aeolian to give it a little more flavor. Either approach is acceptable. So play this approach for a few minutes to get yourself a little more comfortable with the pentatonic minor in the fifth position, which a lot of people don't use, and you'll see the potentials there are actually pretty cool too. All right, there you go. The fifth position of the Aeolian mode, the Mixolydian form or pattern. You now have 5 patterns to play with, and I encourage you to do just that. Explore each of the 5 positions of this scale to see what they have to offer you, and you will benefit absolutely. Now, if you want to continue this series, please go over to patreon.com, Outsmart Your Guitar, and join at the Backstage Pass or the Tour Bus level, and you will receive the full series as I upload it, and you'll be able to take advantage of learning just how to apply the Aeolian mode with real examples for you to learn and benefit from. All right, so that'll do for this session. And there's more sessions ahead, of course. So you take care in the meantime, and when you're ready for the next one, it'll be there. So will I. We'll see you then.